Yeah, this American national was involved in a hit and run. So that threw him off the script because when they go by the script, they're like, where's the victim? Where's the crime I committed? He does go under the crime thing, but this time there is a victim to the sovereign citizens' shenanigans. And yet, as per usual with these Sov Sids, these American nationals, they're never going to take responsibility for anything they've done. They're basically a group of people that are lolcows, because what does lolcows do? They never take responsibility for the things they've done. They try to use all kinds of gimmicks and word salads to get themselves out of a situation. It never worked, but they continue to try anyway. This guy is a real scumbag because he destroyed someone's property, yes, by accident, but the fact that he doesn't want to take responsibility for it and lies to the police to try to get out of it is, Well, let's just watch the video.
So here's the idea. Here's what's going on. You overall this is U.S. identifiers. So if you do not identify yourself, you'll be going to jail.
I'll be going to jail? You're going to kidnap me? What crime did I commit?
Right now, failure to identify yourself.
So, what do you need my ID for? What is the crime I committed?
Because you were involved in an accident. I'm not saying you committed a crime right now. But because you're...
Why are you shaking, man? Are you alright? Are you nervous?
No.
You're shaking. That makes me kind of nervous, man. You're over there with all these guns and shit all suited up, and you're the one shaking. Are you alright, man? You see what's going on here? You see him shaking?
Yep.
Are you alright? Do you need medical attention?
No, I'm good. What I want right now is for you to identify yourself.
That's what you want. That's nice. If you want anything you want, you ain't going to get it.
What crime did he commit? Well, as far as I know, a hit and run is a crime. So he has committed a crime, even though the police officer says infraction because it's being investigated whether it's a crime or not yet. But he did commit a crime. So he committed a hit and run. He damaged someone's property and tried to get away.
Okay, put your hands
I
up in
made
the
a
car.
deal with that man right there.
Put your hands up in the car.
I said, hey, maybe...
Put your hands up.
See, he's lying right there because he didn't make a deal with the guy. He talked to him, yes, after he tried to get away with his hit and run. That's why the guy who he's talking about making a deal with is the very same guy who called the police.
On the car.
Okay? And I worked out with him that I will cover the damages. That has
Liar! Liar! Liar!
nothing to do with you.
Fine.
Nothing to
I
do
still
with
have
you.
to do a report.
Do your report. That's lovely.
Okay, hands up.
At this point, I wish to remain secure in my persons, papers, and effects.
Yeah, that's not happening. That's not what that amendment was meant for. Not meant for you to hide from a crime.
Sir, I will charge you with assault and kidnapping. I'm not resisting. Why are you both up on me?
He's not on you. He's holding your arm.
I do not wish for this to happen, gentlemen.
You were given a lawful order.
No, that's not an order.
He was giving you an order, and it is legal pretty much worldwide that they can hold you for a certain amount of time. And so you don't even have to have done anything wrong. You can literally be held by the police for a certain amount of time. That has always been the law.
Scar.
Yeah, dude, my wrist is backwards. Come on, man.
It's not backwards. It's on
That's
right.
not backwards. Come on.
It's supposed to be like this so you can't.
So I'm supposed to be like this and like break my wrist? Come on.
It's not
man.
broke.
No, but you're gonna go try and sit me down in the back of your car like that. You want me to break my wrist when I
It's
sit
not
down?
going to
Come
break
on.
when you sit down.
this? Am I even resisting? Is there a need for this, or is it just so that you guys feel better about yourselves?
Oh yeah, real good about myself.
Yeah, you do, huh? You know, there's real crime in this city. There's like murder.
There is, like failing to identify yourself when you're involved in an accident.
Identify as a crime. I want to see the charge for that. What charge is that?
Paperwork is very much important in the law to keep the legal system working the way it works. So they do need to identify you when you've been involved in a crime. You have been involved in a crime. They're investigating a crime right now, so you're not charged with a crime, but they have to detain you because you're unruly and you're a American national, which means you are a threat because the FBI declares American nationals as sovereign citizens as a terrorist organization, as a terrorist threat.
What law did I break by failure to identify? Let me see. Is South Dakota a stop and ID state?
We're not
Gentlemen.
stopping an ID, you're involved in an accident.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Show me what law you're saying I'm breaking. You're over here throwing me in a car.
They're detaining your stupid ass because they're in the middle of an investigation and you're the key part to that investigation and you're being unruly, uncooperative, so they have no choice to handcuff you and put you in the car while they conduct their investigation.
Any knives on you beside this one?
I have all kinds of stuff on my pockets that you are not free to touch, sir. That is my property.
Exactly, and you're under arrest. Any other knives?
I'm sure I got plenty on me.
Two-layer fold. All right, have a seat.
What are you doing with my property?
Your property's in the front seat right next to where you're going to be.
Well, it might behoove you to know that there's another small knife in my right pocket. And I really know you were not allowed to reach into my pocket. Untake the cuffs off and I'll get it my fucking self.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
It's in your front pocket, you can't reach it anyway. Get in.
Do not fucking touch me. Oh, you can't just take the cuffs off, though, huh?
You know, they could have not even put the cuffs on at all if you would have cooperated with them and just talked calmly and, stopped all your sob sid bullshit. But no, you had to go there, so there you are.
All right, have a seat.
I'd rather not.
I don't care what you rather do. Get in the car.
What is your name?
Sergeant Neufeld.
Neufeld and Weber. What is your first name?
Rob.
Rob
Get in.
Neufeld and what Weber?
Zach.
Zach Weber. No,
Inside
thank
the car.
you. This is against my will. How the fuck does someone fit back here, really?
Not very good.
This is against my will. What, they're going to go your will. If your will was there, you would just damage the guy's property and go on about your day and life and without ever even bothering with it. To pretend like it never happened. That's your will. But unfortunately, there's a victim in here, and now you're going to hear his side of the story and find out that this sovereign citizen, American state national, whatever you want to call him, is lying through his teeth.
So what happened?
So, Hussein used to cook at Fajitas, big native guy. His mom knocked on the door, came in, and was like, "What's going on?" She said, "Somebody just hit your building and then drove away." I was like, "Well, did you see where they went?" "Yeah, they backed in right over by the, whatever deal, the restaurant." I was like, "Okay." So she sent me, I sent this to her already. She sends me, I said, "Do you have a picture of it?" She goes, "Yeah." So she sends me that from the apartment they live in.
Okay.
So I walk over there, I'm looking around the truck, and she's walking back up. She said, "If I need to testify, I'll testify. What's right's right, what's wrong's wrong." I was like, "Okay." And she goes, "Oh, I was looking for license plate." She goes, "Oh, they're on the dash." So I took a picture of the license plate on the dash. So there's no plates anywhere else on the truck. And as I was sitting there, the lady in the white car, she's like, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "Is this yours? Or do you know whose this is?" "It's my husband's." "Why?" "So he hit my building." I said, "It's not a big deal. He just hit it. Just want to figure out what's going on." Well, let me back up. Right away she said, he didn't do that. He's been here forever." "When did it happen?" I said, 10, 15 minutes ago. She just came in my office. "He's been here for a long time. That truck hasn't moved." So I called Weber and said, "Hey, somebody hit my vehicle or my office. They're claiming it didn't happen. It's easier just get a police report out, because if I turn it into insurance, they're going to want what I do." So he comes out right away. "Yep, sorry if I did it. I don't know if I did or didn't, but if I did it, I'll just fix it, take care of it." I'm like, "Oh, I have Dan Hahn. I just put it on a year ago. I'll have him come back over and figure out what it's going to take to patch it. It's not going to be horrible. There's a reason we put that brake in there for reasons like this. If we got to cut it all out, it blends better." And he's like, "Yep, no problem, whatever." And I said, "Hey, that's Zach." I said, "I just called the cops in case I turn into insurance. I need a police report." Yeah, and then you took over. He got belligerent right away.
So you didn't make no deal with him that he's gonna pay for it?
I said I would have Han come look at it and we can figure out, because I gave him my number.
Okay.
I said, "We can figure out what it's going to take to fix it." I said, "But I don't know." He goes, "I'll fix it." I'm going to have Dan fix it. I said, "If you're going to fix it, you're going to pay to fix it, we're good, but I don't." And then you pulled in and then he got belligerent.
So he didn't identify himself to you yet either?
Well, he said his first name, but I didn't catch it. He kind of moved through it. But that's his wife. She identified herself to me as his wife. She said, "That's my husband's pickup." He said he just got it. He didn't deny doing it. He said, "I just got this, and it's a big old truck I'm not used to driving, I might have." I'm like, "Well, I have a picture of you against it." Hussein, what's the old cook from Fajitas, Buckley's tall native guy? Big dude. You know him, guy. It's not Hussein.
Hazen.
Hazel.
Oh, Hazen Kevin.
His mom came over. She's the one who took the picture and saw it. She goes, "I was outside having a cigarette. I saw the whole thing."
Oh.
So
So that's his wife that's in the
that's what she told me. That's my husband's truck.
one that's in the driver's seat of the white car.
Yeah, she said that's my husband's truck because she went inside to get it.
Okay.
Is what she told me. He said his first name, but it mumbled through it.
So as you can see, both parties have different stories, and I tend to believe the business owner over the Saab Sid any day of the week.
I don't know. Do you have would it be under the plates that are on the windshield?
I don't know. I can check here quick. They're massively expired. Well, if he just bought it, they might not even be to him.
Maybe not. Because I was walking around trying to get a plate, so at least I had a picture of it in case it left. I don't think this job at all.
Wife's not gonna help.
I didn't figure so. Well, she's the one that told me.
already. So it's Joanne Standing or something.
Oh,
She's the one that told me there's no way he did it. That truck's been parked here for a long time.
so
Well, she just told me it hit it.
Yeah.
And she's like, "I don't want to create problems with her." She goes, "Right's right, wrong's wrong. If I need to testify, I'll testify." Watch the whole thing. I was outside having a smoke.
Yeah.
so he hit it and then.
Backed over there and went in the restaurant.
Okay.
He's claiming he didn't know if he hit it or not. I didn't think he hit it, is what he told me.
Okay. So.
He got real nervous when your pickup pulled up.
I know the picture's hard to make out, but you can see his truck up against the guy's building. So he did hit it. There's no doubt there. I didn't know if I hit it or not. You know, if you back into something, I've driven enough trucks in my lifetime. You know, I was a professional driver for years and years. You know when you hit something, when you back into something, even if you're going a few miles an hour, you do feel the jolt. So he knew he hit that building. He lied to that guy just like he's lying to the cops. I don't know for sure if I hit him. What he means when he said that is that I'm going to promise to make a deal with you to fix this, but I'm not going to do anything because I'm just going to deny that I ever hit it. into my mind, and I'm just going to pretend this never happened.
So I said, I called them. I said, I didn't know if I could figure out whose truck it was or even if it was here at the time. So figured just in case for insurance purposes, I needed a report.
Orange right there.
You can clearly see the damage to his truck. So he did hit something. Looks like it wasn't a soft bump either. That's some thick steel right there. That back end of that flatbed truck. So he just bought a brand new truck. He's already damaged it because, you know, sovereign citizens aren't too bright. And, well, we all know now. The evidence is there clear. There's a picture of his truck up against the building. There's damage to the building. There's damage to his truck. I can't really see the damage of the building, but rest assured that it matches the height and everything to the damage of the truck. Looks like he hit the corner of the building, and the building looks like it's stuccoed. So, you know, he shouldn't have. The company who put the stucco up should be the ones that repair it. That way they know how to match the paint and everything. But this guy is just lying through his teeth because the sovereign citizen script doesn't work in this situation, does it?
Possibly checking the air in there because he goes down really, he overheats really fast.
I cranked the air when I turned it up.
He said he's really hot.
We have incoming bullshit. We're going to hear him lie and scheme and try to get his and use his sovereign citizen nonsense to try to get out of this one. He's clearly guilty. He's clearly responsible. But we know sovereign citizens never take responsibility. They don't care about other people's property, as a matter of fact. They'll trespass on other people's property because they think they have the right to do so. You know, they're the victim, not the person he wrecked into. They're going to act the victim because that's what sovereign citizens do, don't they? They're always the victim.
So Frank said you have. Did you drop something?
Yeah, my phone.
Here, I get it for you. So the statute that you need to identify yourself for is you hit the building.
Is that the law?
Yes.
Is that a statute?
South Dakota State Codified Law.
Is a statute. It's not law.
It says codified law.
What sovereign writ that law?
It don't matter what sovereign writ that law. It was probably a state legislator that came up with that law, or probably just cut and paste it from another state. That's a lot of times what they do. They'll just copy other state laws. It makes it easier to trim out their laws. But he needs to identify himself because they need to know who did this to make sure the person who's responsible for it pays for the damages. When he there's a police report, so now the insurance is going to get involved more than likely because he'll probably just go through his insurance, and the insurance needs to know who they're going to sue, who they're going to go after to get reimbursed. So yeah, they need your identification, not just for the state, not just for the government, but for the parties involved that you damaged their property. So you damage somebody else's property, you need to be responsible. And the way that if they prove that you are going to be responsible, they need to identify you.
I Huh?
What sovereign writ
State of South
that
Dakota.
law? State of South Dakota is not sovereign.
I know, it's a state. That's where you're at.
No, I'm in a state of bliss. I'm in a state of being.
Okay.
I'm in a natural state.
All right. So,
I am not in the state of South Dakota. I am on
all right.
the land.
You can explain that to the
call.
judge. All right.
That's another thing. A cop is not there to argue a case. Okay, that is what the courts are for. That is what the judge is to determine. It's not up to the cop to play judge on the side of the street. And actually, we're glad we don't, because we don't want to be in that kind of live in that kind of country where the cop plays judge, cop, judge, executioner, or whatever. So that's why we have the system we have. You don't sit there and argue the case with the cop. You let the judge do that. And you're going to be going to court over this because there's already a police report. You're going to get cited for hit and run, and you're going to have to face a judge anyway. So save all your argument for the judge so we can have another video of a stupid sovereign citizen in court.
I don't need to hear it. You can explain that to the judge.
Well, you guys are going to release me and stop wasting my time, or I'm going to charge you for my time.
Yep, we tried that once already. It didn't work so well, did it?
Oh, you think I tried that?
Yes, because I know who you are.
Oh, okay.
This is another delusion of the American nationals, is they have a fee schedule that somehow they're going to get compensated for their time wasted. The cop isn't wasting the time. He's actually investigating an accident so that the victim can get compensated. It's not wasting anybody's time. The sovereign citizen needs to just owe up to his responsibilities, which he is trying to get out of, weasel out of.
Let's see how that goes.
You can identify yourself.
Or you guys can keep running your extortion racket, because I've worked out with that man that I will compensate
Really?
any and all damages.
Liar! Liar! Liar!
And I don't
Funny.
need no third-party interlopers interfering into my affairs.
Because he said you didn't identify yourself.
I identified myself to him.
Not according to him.
Okay. Then he can go to court and we'll have this conversation in court. But I have nothing to do with you two clowns.
Yep. You're going to get a citation for leaving the scene of an accident.
Oh, I left while I was here the whole time?
You were not there the whole time, because when the guy went to look at the truck to try to find out, plates on it and stuff, you were nowhere to be found. Your wife came out eventually. You weren't there the whole time, so that's a lie.
Did you?
What was I
Did
not
you
here
go
the
in
whole time?
Did you go in the building and tell him that you hit his building?
I didn't know I hit the building, sir.
Good.
Warning, warning, bullshit alert.
So now we're going to come out here and told you that you did.
Yeah, actually someone else came in there and told me that I
No,
did.
because
And then
she
I
recorded it.
And then I came running right out as soon as I was told that I hit someone's building. And I came out to see what was going on, and I told the man, hey, if it was me, I'm sorry, I fucked up. I will gladly fix it. What is it going to cost? I can fix it myself, or if you want to hire your guy to fix it, that's fine. I have no problem compensating damages of anything I've done wrong. I do have a problem with road pirates sitting here trying to extort me and waste my time.
It's more like you're wasting their time, because they could have had this whole investigation done already and you'd have been on your way. You're the one who's delaying the process, so who's wasting whose time? You're wasting the victim's time, the police's time, and everybody else who needs the police's time.
So what do you want to do?
I'd love to be left alone to go about my day.
You're going to be left alone as soon as we get done with the crash report.
Then why are you wasting my time?
I'm not wasting your time. You're wasting my time because you won't give us your name so we can write it in the report and get this over with and get you on your way.
My name is none of your fucking business.
It is. It needs to go in the accident report. It needs to be given to the victim.
Okay, I'll go talk to the victim.
See how he mocks the victim? Victim! How he says it in that way? Because he considers himself the victim, not the person whose property he damaged. He's the victim of the police, the tyrannical government.
No, you think only government can solve problems. Your daddy didn't teach you right. You didn't know that. Your daddy never taught you that two men
You know
can go
why?
talk
Because
to
he's
each other.
fucking dead.
Yeah.
Don't ever talk
and
about
while he
my
was
dad.
here, he didn't teach you right, did he? He
No,
didn't teach you
'cause
that
I
another
was
man.
one.
He didn't teach you that another man can go talk to another man and solve his problems. You don't need government
Did I
intervention.
learn that when I was 1 year old?
I don't know.
Exactly.
But it's brought you to what you are today.
No, it isn't.
Really?
See, this sovereign citizen is just a real piece of work, a piece of trash. He is. To him to go and attack the guy's father, then the guy tells him his father's dead, and he continues with his attack. It just goes to show that this guy is wrong. His father didn't teach him to be responsible. When you damage someone's property, you need to be responsible for it. He's trying to weasel out of that responsibility by using his sovereign citizen bullshit.
So you can continue with him with his investigation, or you can go to jail. We don't really. It's
My
not
name
up
is
to
Good
us.
Citizen.
Last chance. Last opportunity.
What are you doing, man? Why are you being so rough with me? Oh, you're being so... Why are you throwing me around? Chill, I'll get in the car. Why don't you fucking relax? No, you just got to be a tough guy because you got me in handcuffs. You got that uniform on. The state gave you some title. You think you're king. I know. But why don't you calm the fuck down?
Why don't you calm down, American National, and quit being such a baby and take responsibility for your actions?
So things off of that expired in 22.
I'm pretty sure that comes on board.
I don't know for sure, so.
And that's pretty much where the video ends. This sovereign citizen baby doesn't want to take responsibility when he had an accident. You know, everybody does. That's why you have insurance. If you had insurance on your car, your insurance would take care of it. Your rates might go up for a little while, but they would come down if you're a good driver. Problem is, most of these sovereign citizens are not good drivers. That's why they become sovereign citizens, because, you know, they get license suspended or something. I don't think this guy had a suspended license, but we don't know because we never did get to find out who he is. They'll find out at the police station to see whether he has warrants and, you know, whatever else, whether he's driving under suspension. He's going to get ticketed for this. He's going to have his day in court. Maybe, if I'm lucky, I'll find the video when he finally goes to court and I get to post that. That'll be fun to watch, too. Any of you guys out there thinking about getting into this American National movement, state national, I'm going to tell you, do not do it. It's just going to cost you much more than you ever would have to, what you'd pay for insurance and registration, because you're going to have to get cars impounded and everything else went out. So that means this is about over. You know, the cost of being a sovereign citizen is much higher than being a law-abiding citizen. Try being that instead of being a sob-sid. If you want freedom and you want to avoid the police, then be a good person. You know, if you're going to drive on the roads, do what you have to do to drive on the roads. The roads aren't yours, and you have to do whatever it is. You used to have to pay tolls. Now you just have to pay registration and insurance in case you back into someone's building.
Ah, son of a bitch. Well, I better leave a note. It's the right thing to do.